Hello and welcome to the 71st edition of the Marex Maritime News. These are the headlines on 21st of June 2021. Coast Guard rescues 16 crew from sinking ship near Revdanda port. NUSI'S Mumbai vaccination drive a grand success. Similar drive planned pan-India. Paris MOU ranks flag states from best to worst. Shipment and MOC sign MOU to develop seaplane services in India. ITF wins freedom for hunger-striking seafarers after 2 years trapped on the ULE. Freight market gets more expensive with lingering COVID-19 situation in India. Chennai port faces a 25% shortage of containers. Skyrocketing global shipping freight may hit your pockets soon.
V.GROUP vaccinates 400 seafarers and office colleagues in Mumbai.
In a daredevil sea-air coordinated operation amid inclement weather, the Indian Coast Guard ships and helicopters undertook successful rescue of all 16 crew on 17th June from the sinking MV Mangala near Revdanda port in the Raigad district of Maharashtra. Early that morning, MRCC Mumbai received telephonic information from second officer of the Indian flagged vessel, intimating that the vessel was partially sinking with crew on board and that the master was planning to abandon the vessel. ICG ship Subhadra Kumari Chauhan sailed out from Dighi harbour and 2 ICG helicopters were launched from ICG Air Station Daman for evacuation of crew from Mangala. Chauhan arrived and post-assessment of situation lowered her boats for the rescue of crew amid challenging weather situation. The helicopters also commenced wincing of crew against the vagaries of weather. Through sustained operations, the ICG search and rescue units successfully rescued all the 16 crew from the distressed vessel and took them to safety. The National Union of Seafarers of India, NUSI, has been consistently in the forefront of the COVID vaccination for seafarers throughout India. It started on 12th June in Mumbai and Navi Mumbai on 15th June, aiming to vaccinate at least 5,000 seafarers and their family members. NUSI is planning similar pilot projects on a pan-India level after the 21st of June.
Despite being designated as key workers, our seafarers were not designated as frontline workers. Because of that, they did not get any priority on the vaccination process. And additionally, the gap of 84 days was way too much for our seafarers and it was costing them their employment. On the direction of NUSI, thousands of seafarers of all ranks of seafarers sent petitions and also sent tweets and Facebook comments to the Honorable Prime Minister on the 6th of June 2021. And in his national address, the Honorable Prime Minister on the 7th of June did mention that a 28 days gap will be required for all those seeking employment outside. So that included our seafarers also. Along with the other stakeholders, FOSMA and MASA, NUSI started the NUSI vaccination drive, which is a pilot project in Mumbai and Navi Mumbai. And I am very happy to announce that under the NUSI vaccination drive, thousands of all ranks of seafarers have been vaccinated, and it was also extended to their family members and also children above 18 years of age. Those who came under our NUSI quota, they were all given free vaccination, all ranks of seafarers, their family members and children above 18 years of age. And to take the benefit of the 28 days gap, the companies were asked to send the appointment letters for the seafarers, and since Friday, Saturday and Sunday, today being Sunday, the 20th June till Sunday. We extended it, and once again, hundreds of our seafarers also took the second dose. This will help them retain their employment. This is for their own safety and also retain their employment. Now, this pilot project will be replicated in other cities, because after the 21st of June, as mentioned by our Honorable Prime Minister, the things are going to change. It will be more easily available. That is what has been mentioned by the government, and we'll have to wait and watch after post 21st what happens. And we are committed wherever the seafarers are having problem in the procurement of the vaccines, means if it is freely available, they can go to the centers along with their family members, and they can have the vaccination done. If it is not freely available, there are issues, then we will, as NUSI, we will come in, and as we did in Mumbai, we will do the same thing in those cities, but the seafarers have to give us the feedback if it is not available, and the numbers should be committed, and will definitely extend our NUSI vaccination drive for all ranks of seafarers, their family members, and also children above 18 years of age, wherever there is a shortage of vaccine, and whenever the seafarers tell us. So this will be post 21. It is giving a very satisfying feeling to all of us associated at NUSI, and also the ship owners, the FOSMA and the MASA, who went all out to ensure that our seafarers are vaccinated and the numbers go on increasing, because we have been losing our jobs. It is a fact, and we would want to retain our jobs also. So we hope for the best, and let's hope things turn out positively.
The Paris MOU's annual white, grey and black list ranks flag states from best to worst based on the port state control inspections at ports in North Atlantic Basin from Canada to coastal Europe. The new WGB list for 2020, which will take effect from 1st July 2021, is used to calculate an individual ship risk profile. Typically, flags on the grey list and the black list are subject to more stringent banning measures, with black being the worst.
Flag state to ensure that the ships comply with the international regulations. The port state control acts as a backup to the flag state as a second line of defense against the substandard shipping. Every year, Paris MOU, which inspects more than 17,000 ships, publishes the list of white, grey and the black list of flag state. It's important for a ship operator to know the flag which his or her ships are flying falls into which category. Also, the risk profile of his ships and the risk profile of the operators can be also very easily known onto the Paris MOU website. Let's look at this list to ensure that your ships are flying the flag which falls into the white list, complies with the highest standard, to ensure the safety of the ship, its people, environment and the property remains to the highest standards.
The Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways recently signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Civil Aviation for operation of seaplanes in many parts of India. The respective ministers Mansukh Pandya and Hardeep Singh Puri inked the MOU on Tuesday, 15th June. Puri informed that a total of 28 seaplane routes and 14 water airports in Gujarat, Assam, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep are in various stages of developments at a cost of Rs 450 crore. 19 seafarers from India, Bangladesh, Turkey and Azerbaijan will finally be able to see their families this week after ITF's advocacy brought their 2-year ordeal to a close. One crew member of the MV Ula had been trapped aboard the ship for more than 31 months. These seafarers were left abandoned as a part of a larger crew of 25. when Ula's owner, Aswan Trading and Contracting, stopped paying their wages and providing food, fuel, and water in 2019.
Needs of shipping are vast. Needs for supplies and services are not always predictable, but certainty is critical. So certainty is a must on deliverables, besides time and location. Welcome to Unship. It is operated by mariners and operated for mariners. Unship is a digital platform for mariners, suppliers, service providers, and consultants. We facilitate marketplaces across oceans to ensure ease of trade for making ship supplies and services happen. We at Unship embrace digital transformation to bring in certainty. Unship is a platform with port-specific suppliers and service providers. This marketplace is accessed by shipping companies and mariners to place order for deliveries at their port of call. If you are a mariner, then Unship is your go-to contact for your supplies and services needs. Our goal is making your trade happening promptly, anywhere. For suppliers, we create sea of opportunities. We help suppliers improve sales with global visibility and access buyers with swift response to RFPs and online procurement. We promote mariners, the next-gen transformation, and accelerate the delivery process. We provide digital platform, a marketplace of all shipping needs, streamline suppliers, enhance access to service providers and bring in ease of trade. Unship vision is to drive invention, to enhance seamless procurement with high-tech platform, and enable smart trade, while creating a trustable marketplace. Unship gives access to vendors and service providers, a platform to onboard a broad range of shipping needs. Mariners can come with confidence to access the listed offerings. With more and more vendors getting listed, and more mariners actively making procurements, Unship, as a marketplace, unleashes endless possibilities of digitalizing the shipping needs. With future needs of shipping industry as our focus, Unship is building artificial intelligence-driven platform to proactively predict the shipping needs. Unship keeps actively onboarding more vendors across ports, deploy AI and ML solutions to advise on spend patterns, and creating thought leadership to enable sea trade with intelligence. We bridge the needs of mariners with qualified vendors and consultants in making our vision a reality, in being a smarter procurement enabler. With Unship, we look forward to work together in creating digital platform and partner in mutual growth with next-gen intelligence. Please get in touch with us. A sea of opportunity awaits mutually. Log on now to unship.com.
Tanker and dry bulk shipping freight market for inbound and outbound trade from India has become more expensive due to India's continuous challenge with the COVID-19 virus. Many countries are insisting that the ships will be allowed to berth at their ports only if they have not called out any Indian ports in the previous 2 to 4 weeks.
Since onset of COVID-19 in March 2020, there was a considerable decline in cargo volume in Indian ports as compared to corresponding months in 2019. However, recovery has started. The major port traffic in May-April 2021 has increased by approximately 31% as compared to corresponding months of 2020. This has resulted in substantial demand in tonnage. On the other hand, due to second wave of COVID-19 in India, severe restrictions have been imposed by many ship owners calling and originating from Indian ports. This restriction included quarantine of ships and thus waiting before vessel could berth. This also automatically results in increased freight due to lower supply. Furthermore, many owners avoid doing business in and out of India. This again results in short supply of tonnage that eventually results in higher freight rates. There is so much volatility and uncertainty. This situation is much likely to be continued until there is absolute control on COVID-19 pandemic. This could take a couple of months or even longer. Till then, Indian freight market is likely to continue to be on roller coaster ride. Trade with caution is call of the day.
Chennai port is facing a 25% shortage of containers due to a supply and demand gap. sparking concerns among exporters who now have to pay double rates to send out consignments. The pandemic has triggered a worldwide container crisis.
The container shortage, lack of availability of vessel, hike in the container freight has affected India's exports and more so the profitability of exporter. Prior to the second wave, situation was slowly coming to the normal, but now the entire scenario has changed. The situation has again aggravated. The waiting time for container has increased to 10 to 20 days. If you want the container instantly, the premium has gone to 100%. There are cases where the regular bookings have been cancelled and containers have been given to those who have paid the premium. As a medium to long term roadmap, we need to look into the container manufacturing in a big way. We are very happy that a lot of overseas investment has also flown into the container manufacturing. The public sector and private sectors are showing interest into it. And the government is developing Bhavnagar and Kaksh for the container manufacturing. As an immediate measure, I think we also need to look into the containers which are held up with the different investigating agencies. I think the number is close to 40 to 50,000, and if these containers can be released, this will immediately help in easing out the pressure on container availability in the country with a view to help exports.
Transporting a 40-foot steel container of cargo by sea from Shanghai to Rotterdam now costs a record $10,522, a whooping 547% higher than the seasonal average over the last 5 years. With upward of 80% of all goods transported by sea, freight cost surges are threatening to boost the price of everything, from toys, furniture and car parts to coffee, sugar and seafood, compounding concerns in global market already bracing with accelerating inflation.
Like the oil boom or the oil crisis of 1970s, the skyrocketing shipping costs are going to hit everybody's pockets, though they may not be able to trace the causes of increase in the cost. The customers, that is, the exporters, importers, and the forwarders, that is, the consignees and the shippers, never had bargaining capacity with the shipping lines, as the customers were always heavily fragmented and there were always very few shipping lines. We saw a long period of very low freight rates. However, the freight rates were not low because of the great bargaining ability or the knowledge or skills of the customers. It was largely due to the strategic move by the dominant players to ensure consolidation in the industry, in which they were very successful and oligarchies have been established. We are very happy with the record profits of shipping lines, as we hope they will invest in better technology, better equipment, and we will have much faster turnaround of cargo. However, we also hope that it should not remain as a wishful thinking, as cash-rich companies create strong entry barriers. Hence, we will not see adequate new players entering the field and creating competition. We saw that governments all around the world have not been effective in dealing with this. The least they should have done is to ensure that any empty container repositioning should have been prevented or prohibited wherever cargo was available. They should also have enforced full capacity usage of ships and pressurize the shipping lines to give up slow steaming and ensure fast steaming. Hence, we will not see adequate new players entering the field and creating competition. We saw that governments all around the world have not been effective in dealing with this. The least they should have done is to ensure that any empty container repositioning should have been prevented or prohibited wherever cargo was available. They should also have enforced full capacity usage of ships and pressurize the shipping lines to give up slow steaming and ensure fast steaming. Above all, the government should have ensured that there is no congestion in the ports and connected supply chain, ensuring high turnaround of containers. We have seen 2-3 interesting developments as a fallout of skyrocketing freight rates and the difficult contractual conditions which have come in addition to the high freight rates. One big customer has bought its own container ship. The train service between China and Europe in 2020 had record 12,400 train journeys to carry 1.13 million TEU. We have also seen that there is a huge growth in LCL cargo, indicating the size of the shipments have become smaller. We have heard about government taking strict actions, but we are yet to see any. The solution for this does not lie in penalties or harsh measures. Long-term solution will be each country developing adequate container shipping and container owning, something which will ensure appropriate competition for guaranteeing supply chain resilience.
Vaccines are imperative to resolving the global crew chain crisis and preventing seafarers from being stranded on vessels beyond their contracted period or unable to join their ship. Taking a proactive step to ensure the safety of seafarers and also that of ship owners, V.GROUP organized an extensive vaccination drive for its 400 seafarers, shore staff, and families under the guidance of its Medicare partner, Seabird Medicare, at its posh Mumbai office on 17 June 2021.
We at V.GROUP are highly committed for the safety of both our seafarers and our shore employees. We strongly believe that proactive vaccination is our best defense against the COVID pandemic. Today's vaccination drive is one such step in that direction. This vaccination drive is attended by both seafarers as well as our shore colleagues out in the Mumbai office. We are very thankful for all the healthcare workers and the support teams which have helped make this drive successful. Also the hospital organizations which have partnered with us to help us have this drive for our employees. I'd like to extend my gratitude and sincere thanks to all of them who have come forward to support us, help us come out of this pandemic. This pandemic has brought about a lot of firsts in the way we run our operations. Right? Location has been something which does not matter anymore in terms of where our teams sit and where they operate. Our teams have been successful through the last year and a half across the globe, being location agnostic and ensuring our operations are delivered successfully. While safety of our teams continues to be of paramount importance, I think in terms of the way forward, the way operations will be run will be more a hybrid way of working. We will have a lot of flexibility that our employees will get in that journey. in terms to select and choose from where they work and continue operations.
Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you for watching. See you all next Monday.